Good morning. It's morning for me right now. So today we're going to continue with Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. When we last off, we had begun the third episode of the game, Turnabout Samurai, and it looks like today we'll be heading into the trial, at least the first portion of the trial. Once again, it's been about a week since the last time I recorded, so I don't exactly remember anything that was going on. Yes, I have played this game before. No, I don't really remember much of it. But it's October 18th. It's 10 a.m. We're in the district courtroom number 4, apparently. So here we are. We've got the judge. We've got Edgeworth in his damn cravat. We've got ourselves, Phoenix Wright, in the blue suit. Nobody ever changes their outfit in this game. Nobody ever changes their outfit in any game, ever. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Are we? Hold on, let me take a look at what we got. So we got the attorney's badge, we got the autopsy report, 10:15 to 2:30 p.m. Pierce to the chest. Guide map? Okay, yeah, that's the map of the studios. We got the card key, and we have a possible photo of our client, Will Powers, but we don't really know, because you can't really tell, because there's wearing the suit. There's no actual face that you can see. So we don't have a lot of evidence that we're working with here. So hopefully that means this will be pretty easy, or very, very difficult. It could go either way. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that on 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 at Global Studios. That's probably a play on Universal Studios, isn't it? Global Studios. There's a lot of, puns and references in this game, and that's part of why I love it so much. It's a very charming game. I love Ace Attorney. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. Well, are we sure about that? Because with my track record, we're probably going to expose someone else who could have been the killer. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. What evidence? What evidence, Edgeworth? What evidence? I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well, I call your most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. I don't remember the voices I gave any of the characters. The only one I remember is Phoenix. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. He had a Boston accent. I never remember how to do a Boston accent. I'm walking here. That's New York. It's close enough. I'm walking here. Yes, sir, I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studios, see? It's very simple. This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. You can see it, I highlighted it in white. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And a weird looking fucking statue. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the moita where the body was found. I just like saying murder that way, it's funny to me for no good reason. Now on the day of the moita, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. Just like Jack Hammer's life. Ha! The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear was found lodged in the victim's chest was the moita weapon. Was it? Do we know that for sure? That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? No. So wasn't that whole thing again? No. Skip it, yeah. No need to. I think I can probably remember that. Don't worry, even if you don't, I have my phone, so if ever necessary, I can look up a walkthrough, which I am not above doing. So the murder weapon was a spear? How medieval, indeed. Yeah. The spear was found stuck in the chest of the victim. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Nothing. She didn't see shit. Understood? Let's call this security officer to the stand. God, I hate her so much. Oh, you young'uns these days. Will the witness declare her name? He can never get the witness to state their name. I don't like that. You look like a clown. Like the rosy... No, clowns have red noses. My point still stands. She looks like a clown. Fuck, what voice did I give her? She's an old lady's. You young'uns these days. My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. That's wandering into territory that I don't want to touch, ma'am. I don't want to go there. Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to state their names. Yeah. How do I keep predicting what Phoenix Wright is going to say? Good question. We probably share a brain cell. Wendy old bag, dearie. So just call me Grandma. Even when I was old bag, still all the other children make fun of me and to believe it, but there is this boy that captured the show. You know what? I can't. Well-placed objection. Objection. I objected to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony? The actual good part? Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yesy, I was. Who the fuck says yesy? I've never heard a single person in real life say that. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you? You know your stuff, dearie. Well, I mean, we just went over it. Like, Gumshoe just showed us the map and everything, so, you know. It's pretty fresh in our minds. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. Yeah, she's a charmer. Witness's account. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me, because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading toward the studio. Okay. You saw the defendant then? I feel like I need to burp. I'll be fine. Very well, let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Okay. I might have to present the photo. Because you can't really tell that it's Powers. Right? Like, that... The pants seem a little long, don't they? Okay. I'll try pressing on things first. Should I press on the errands? No, probably not. So you saw Mr. Powers? That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny? Nick, this is your chance. Gotta pull up the secret weapon. Okay, I present the photo there. That's probably the game for something like, hey, you dumb bitch, present the photo. Objection! Yeah, the music stopped. That's how you know you got it right. Let me get this straight, old bag. Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. I mean, I'm assuming I'm, like, holding it out for the entire court to see. What is this, exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. I learned that from my 17-year-old assistant who still watches children's shows. Not judging though. I'm sorry if you just heard that chair squeak. I'm really sorry. This chair is horrible and I really want to get rid of it and get a different one. Miss Oldbag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
Can you really? Like, can you? Can you really? No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. This is a really weird, strange roundabout way of saying you can't tell who's in the costume.
I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
No one in this court is accusing you of that, witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Nosy old man.
He's the judge. Nosy old... He's the judge. Of course he's gonna be a little nosy. He's the fucking judge.
Of course I have proof.
What? Oh. Even Edgeworth is shocked. See, me and Mr. Wright over here, single brain cell. We share it. I feel a strange connection to this character, if only because we are both very dumb and extremely overconfident. The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal.
Yeah, it sounds like something he'd say.
He didn't even give it a second look.
Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof, then. Okay, whenever you say.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now, look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
Okay, I think I have to press, because I don't have any evidence that would directly contradict, so instead I have to press for information and then present evidence that contradicts something she said. So he had sprained his ankle. A very common injury. If you've ever walked, you have probably sprained your ankle at some point, because ankles suck. So do knees, and the back. The human spine is a nightmare. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's gotta be hiding something. I'll press her until she... Well, bit of a weird way of phrasing that. Broke one of the props. He broke a prop?
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
His samurai spear? The murder weapon?
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
It strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. The break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Sprained his ankle pretty bad. See, he's dragging his legs. See, clear as day. That is true. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? Okay. Let's just take another look at the evidence real quick. Maybe I'll present the photo again. I'm pretty sure that was Powers in that photo. I guess I'll just press her and see if I can shake her conviction. Okay. Trip and fall?
Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh.
Hey, look, everybody loses their balance every now and then, okay?
It's pretty common. Aren't you like 60? Oh, we don't know. So we just know that she's old. And you you think, like, ma'am, if you trip and fall and you break your hip, you better hope you have life alert. So, like, you have no place to be making fun of someone for tripping. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better?
I guessed it where it hurt. That's the oldest trick in the book.
Well, let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where is the assistant, then?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
You may continue your testimony. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Thus the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot, okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor?
Yeah, I guess that you're supposed to not be able to do anything there.
Well, there is one thing that bothers me, which is, where is this steel samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. It's very important, probably. Judge had a brief moment of, like, cosmic level intelligence there. The witness did see the steel samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the steel samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure, Your Honor?
Object? Fuck it. What have I got to lose? This entire case? I've got this entire case to lose, but fuck it.
Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the steel samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. You dumb fucking slut. Sorry, that was a bit strong of me. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice.
I don't like her attitude. Continued. Alrighty.
The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
Oh, that's very brief. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be this steel samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine what? She said 3 things. I can't object to that. But the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. What if I press on that? Are you sure? Oh. The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness.
That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy.
Okay. Edgy boy? Yeah. Can you calm down? Sorry, my controller just vibrated.
Old Windbag sure has balls. Or, well, you know what I mean.
Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details, after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting them.
How convenient.
Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? You absolutely sure?
Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody's suspicious looking passed by at all.
Nobody's suspicious looking. Right. What about before you got to the guard station?
You mean before 1? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention...
Just press on this then? After that, I have to press on everything. How do you know that?
Didn't I just explain? I I gave donuts to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything.
See, Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts. What the fuck am I supposed to do? No, that's not there. I may have to consult a walkthrough. His death was 2:30 p.m. That is true. Genuinely, I'm a little stuck here. Okay, yeah, there's the gate, dressing room. They present the map? Like, what if they'd, come from Studio 2? Do I... Let's try presenting the map.
Objection!
No, that's not it. I just lost some health. Alright, I'm... Well, you know what? It's about time I end this episode anyway. So in between, I will consult the forbidden walkthroughs to try and find the answer, because genuinely I'm a little confused here and don't know what I'm supposed to do. There's 4 statements. I have maybe 4 pieces of evidence. None of them seem to help at all. I guess I could try the photo on saying the only person I saw was Powers, but I'm not sure, so I'll leave this one here, and I'll be back soon enough after I figure out what the fucking answer here is, because I'm very confused. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!